Hey guys, so as you can probably see behind me, the Lego room is kind of in a state of disarray at the moment because I'm trying to figure out how to display the finished Steed mock along with my modular city. As you can see, I brought down all my modulars from the shelf. Now they will be on different tabletops, but that is not the point of this video, guys. The point of this video is going to be directly modular buildings. So whenever Lego releases a new modular building, it's always really exciting to see what kind of building it's going to be, what color it's going to be, what techniques they're going to use. And I know that with the release of every modular building, it's impossible to please absolutely everyone. For example, when the downtown diner came out, I know I myself was a little disappointed with the design. I felt like it was too contrasting with the rest of the style of the other buildings, and it was just weird to me, and it deterred me from collecting them for quite a while. And I'm not saying the downtown diner is a bad build. I have it, and I've built it, and it's a lot of fun. But it just wasn't for me at the time, and that has been the case with this year's Jazz Club. So my problem with the Jazz Club, for those of you that don't know, this is what the Jazz Club looks like. So my problem with the Jazz Club is that I felt like they played it too safe. Like, I just feel the facades are a little too plain. Like, whenever I think of jazz, I think of New Orleans. And whenever I think of New Orleans, I think of these styles of buildings that have like all of these wrought iron balconies with these like thin metal details and like plants hanging off of them. And just like bright lights everywhere, kind of like this, just to have a little bit of reference. These are the kind of buildings that I'm talking about. And I feel like that is jazz to me, like just New Orleans and this like soulful vibe. And I kind of wanted to translate that into the Jazz Club model. But this time around, I wanted to try something that I've never done before, and that is modify a modular building. Now, in the past, I haven't exactly like modified the modular buildings. I've maybe added a little bit of greenery here and there, but I've never actively modified the building itself. So I've actually already gone ahead and modified it. So why don't I just go ahead and show you guys what this sort of translated like into Lego. All right, you guys, so this is what the building looks like. It took me quite a while to get a result that I was happy with, but I feel like it makes a really big change compared to the original, and I'm very, very happy with the way it looks. Now, I had two main goals that were like very, very important for me to like, achieve when designing this modification. The first one was that I should still be able to like remove the floors so that the building could, maintain its modularity, I guess. So as you can see, like I can remove all the floors like normal, and it doesn't affect the building at all, like in any way. I can like set them down and nothing happens. Like it's totally fine, and it still maintains its shape, and it's like really, really sturdy. Like I can press down on these balconies and they're not going to fall apart, which was something really important to me, that the whole mod maintain structural integrity for the building itself. And then the second thing that I wanted to achieve was to use the least amount of parts possible and to touch the original build as least as possible. So the facade that you see behind the balconies is still the same. There are very, very minimal changes, and it's actually quite an affordable modification, which is what I love most, is that for very little you get such a drastic change, and I am just obsessed with how it turned out. I feel like the little plants just add like the perfect pop of color, and you know me, I'm a big plants guy, so I just feel like it adds a whole new level of life to the build itself, and I'm just really, really pleased with it. Now, originally, before even buying the building, I actually went ahead and built it digitally so that I could start messing around with it to see if this was even a viable option, because honestly, I was initially thinking or considering skipping out on this modular for a while. But after this modification, my mind has completely changed, and I cannot wait to integrate it into the city. Now, for those of you that are interested, I will be making instructions available for this modification over on my Rebreakable. They aren't done yet because I have to work out some of the kinks in the digital model that I fixed when building the physical model. So it's going to be maybe like at some point next week, but if you're watching this after, that point, then the instruction should be in the link down below. But yeah, guys, now I'm going to go ahead and give you a little bit of a close-up of what the modified building looks like from different angles. Alright you guys, so I'm really pleased with the result of this little exercise. I went into it with basically zero expectations, and I'm really quite pleased with the final result. I'm also really happy that I got to achieve my goals, minimal part usage, minimal change to the original modular, but I feel like the change that it has had on the facade itself is quite significant and makes it look like a completely different modular, which I am definitely here for. Now, one thing that I forgot to mention earlier is that this project was actually inspired by a picture I saw online. So this is the picture in question. As you can see, they did something similar with the wrought iron balconies up front, and then they did change quite a bit of the roofs for both the Taylor Shop Pizza Place and the Jazz Club itself. And as I mentioned, I wanted to keep part usage down to a minimal to keep cost down to a minimal. But I feel like it really came out so nice, and I cannot wait to place it in the city. But yeah guys, thank you so much for watching. I know this has been kind of a different video, something that I haven't done in quite a while, but I'm really happy and really excited to get back into things like this. But yeah guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.